Hi there. It's been a few days since I last posted a video. I've been busy going down to London to go and fetch my mum and move her up to Edinburgh so she can be close to the family. She's 83, so in the at-risk group. And naturally, we've got 70 Spitfires now working remotely from home. So there's been quite a few meetings and discussions and all of that kind of stuff. I've also been working on this year's Piano Book Piano Day, which is turning into a mammoth project that seems to have an appropriateness about it. People coming together, strangers working together to create something extraordinary, whilst not actually coming together and shaking hands and kissing and actually meeting. So if you haven't heard about that, do check out the video above and the links down below. It's well worth getting involved with, although there's only a few days left. I just wanted to reach out to say that I do hope that you're all faring up well. I'm someone who suffers from anxiety and paranoia, which ranges from panic attacks to me curling up into a ball going, oh, what's the fucking point? And I'm very fortunate to have someone close to me who, in my latest kind of fetal carnival on Monday, said to me, well, you're going to be a lot of fun to be around with should we have to lock down, which snapped me out of it instantly. I believe there's something very special about the human condition, and that is that if we give strength to others, we strengthen ourselves. If we give hope to others, we give hope to ourselves. I think there's something so utterly fascinating about the way that by giving something you don't lose, it multiplies the goodwill and the sense of, I don't know, security and safety amongst us all. I think a lot of my paranoia about times like this is I watch too many science fiction films, so it's instantly kind of Mad Max and World War Z. But of course, actually, if you look historically through the ages, these are the times when the best in humans comes out. And there's always the odd fuckwit who will price gouge and take advantage of the situation. But I think all in all, it's just important at this point to remember that there are others, and those other people remember that there is you. And this is the time where we come together and ask each other for help. For me, it's as if we've been blowing up a balloon filled with shit. The balloon of egotism, narcissism, and selfish greed, of growth at all costs. And that balloon has now burst. And the only thing that'll clean up the mess that it has left, the only thing that will save us, will be the opposite of those things. Empathy, sympathy, kindness, generosity, and love. In fact, we have a family friend who's been really helping out with my mum, and it's just so blatantly obvious when you look at this person that she is a much, much better person than I. And to quote or to misquote the words of Jack Nicholson in that film, Was It As Good As It Gets? She makes me want to be a better man. I think that the people who are the true wonderful people will come to the fore, and we will look up to them and learn by them. Everyone at Spitfire is absolutely determined to keep it going and to keep those livelihoods safe. But more importantly, the royalties of all of the musicians that we pay is about 600 of them. As for the community at large, Paul and I and the rest of the Spitfire team are going to do whatever we can to make people's lives easier, a little bit happier. We're planning just loads of video content because I'm now stuck here for the foreseeable future, and not to mention to further promote and support musicians who themselves are stuck at home. I read an article in The Guardian recently about how to support your favourite artist. Well, if your favourite artist is Dua Lipa or Coldplay, I would say they probably don't need your help. However, if you are listening to breaking artists on, say, Spotify streaming services, please do go and buy a download off them or some merchandise. Whilst the music industry is really focused on live at the moment, merchandise and vinyl and accompanying stuff like that is a very important part of people's income. So if you're thinking of buying someone a present or buying an item of clothing, if you can try and buy it as directly as possible from artists, I think that that would be a help. And that's certainly what I'm going to be doing. My kids are going to be walking around in lots of very cool T-shirts this year. I do think that there will be ways of drawing not maybe the best out of this situation, but positives. Learning something new if you have more time on your hands, time that you've never had or rarely have, then it's time maybe to read that book or to start learning that language. I'm starting to learn this thing. Don't know if you can see that. Ableton. All right, Grandad. I think these are ways we can convert time into something that therefore kind of strengthens our asset base for when we bounce back. And we will bounce back. You know, I strongly believe in Gaia theory, James Lovelock, and I don't think that the organism is trying to get rid of us at the moment, but I think it has us over its knee and it's giving our bottom a spank. And I'm certainly not going to return to the ways I was practicing of searing through the sky at 33,000 feet 800 times since I moved up here to Edinburgh. I apologise for being a contributor. The true well-being and welfare of one's children, really faced with that, the thing that got me into my fetal position on Monday, all of this stuff seems a little bit stupid. But by golly, am I going to have fun with it over the next few weeks when those blighters start to really get on my nerves? In all seriousness, as I mentioned before, Paul and I are planning a raft of video content on the Spitfire channel, on Paul's channel, on my channel. But the main reason I want to be putting up videos regularly is the most magical thing of this vlog experience, is the comments and the help that people offer each other in these very vibrant and kind comments that I get under all of these films. That is the real reason I want to put more videos up, so that there is a place, a hub that we can come to and hang out. So if you can, offer some help to others, buy some merch from up-and-coming artists who may have had to cancel their entire summer's worth of live earnings, learn something new and tell us what you're planning to learn or read about. But if all else fails, come and have a little play of music and share it with us all. I was feeling a little bit low this morning and just did a bit of ningle-nangling and felt better within minutes. So, much love to you all. Going to be back frequently over the forthcoming days, weeks, and let's see from there on.